Hey everyone, on this video I'm going to give you my first impressions of all 12 of the samples that come with the THAMEEN London Discovery set. So feel free to, follow this along at home, if you've got your own Discovery set with you, or quite simply, watch this one as a review. Now, a few things I'd like to go into before I start. So I'll be filming this over a course of about a week and a half, just so I can really experience each fragrance for the whole day, maybe even one or two. And for the second part is that every one of these fragrances I'm going to be doing on skin, so I can really smell how it mixes with my body chemistry on my skin. Okay, so hope you enjoy this video. Stick around. Okay, so here we go, and up is Carved Oud. Okay, I've heard a few good things about this one. I remember hearing Joel the Nose, from Osme out in Miami, Florida on a YouTube video, and really enjoyed this one. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Very woody, quite plain actually. So I can that earthy oud I can start to smell, and it hasn't really hung around that much. So yes, it's okay. I don't know. You know what? Let's give it a couple more, just so I can get a heap on there. Okay, so that's quite a thick amount on there now, because I really want to give this a go. I want to make sure that everyone at home, you actually get a good review out of these. Yeah, just, you know what? A little disappointing. But look, not too bad. It's a bit non-offensive. Okay, for me, I reckon it's just going to sit on the skin, and I don't believe there's going to be much to it. The smell that I got straight away. You could dress this one up. Don't believe this is a casual wear fragrance. You're not going to wear this to the gym or anything like that. Definitely an office scent. Does lean masculine. I don't believe that that a woman would wear this, but hey, each to their own. But not too bad. So they're my first impressions of Carved Oud. Okay, next on the list, next in order, is Cullinan Diamond. Okay, now with this one, we're going to overspray these samples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To get a whole heap on there, because sometimes with these samples, they really don't, have a lot to them when you first put them on. That's really, really good. Yeah, it's quite sweet. More on the fruity side than floral. It's definitely got some floral elements in there. This one's fun. I reckon this is fun. This is, I reckon, a younger woman. I reckon, maybe late teens, maybe mid-20s. It's not really an office scent. I reckon this is a playful one. Yeah, this is, this is out and about, getting cocktails, I think. Yeah, a few wines, a few gins. But yeah, lots of fun. Cullinan Diamond. So we'll await the dry down in about 10 minutes. We'll look at the notes. But yeah, no, it's quite sweet. It's beautiful. Yeah, quite nice. Cullinan Diamond. Okay, so we're deep in the dry down now. Okay, so we've got that Carved Oud on this side, and we've got Cullinan Diamond on this side. With Carved Oud, it's remained the same. It's a bit more aromatic. It doesn't have that real that dirty oud. Doesn't have like a huge earthy touch to it. It's got a lot more. I'll have a look at the notes. That cypress has come through to give it a little bit of that not so much a green touch, but certainly an aromatic touch. So it's a little bit more pleasant. But those cypress oils. And you've got a little bit of that patchouli, which makes it, it holds onto that earthy factor. But there is a touch of iris in the back that I've noticed in the notes. And that one does come through. So certainly that one, look, is quite nice. It is sitting quite close to the skin. It hasn't really got a huge projection on it, coming off my skin anyway. But Cullinan Diamond. It's this peppery rose that I pick up. When I first put it on, I know that it was, I was saying, you know, it's heaps of fun, but once it dries down, it really, it comes back a little bit more, and it's not as out there. Certainly plays unisex. I reckon anyone could wear this one. It's just a nice smell, that one. So yeah, of the two of them, I'd probably go with the Cullinan Diamond, personal preference. Like I said, Amber Room. Okay, so let's give that a go. Now, I've had a cheeky look at the notes, but I'm going to try to go as fresh as possible and try to pick up and see what my nose picks up first of all. So let's give it a crack. It's about 3 or 4 on the skin. Yeah, quite amberish. I can pick up a little bit of rose, a little bit of pinky red floral on the background there. But yeah, very unisex. I reckon you could wear this, yeah, with a done-up suit. Not so much summer. This, I reckon this is more of a winter feel. Yeah, not boozy, very light floral, but yeah, a little bit of pink in there, but very aromatic. I mean, you've obviously Amber Room, you're going to have a little bit of resin in there. But it's not overpowering like a real sort of gourmand, you know, amber. But no, very nice, very pleasant. It's yeah, quite unisex. I reckon you could lean both ways, but definitely you can wear this. You can dress this one up. Don't really know if you could dress this one down though. So that's Amber Room. Okay, so we've allowed Amber Room just to dry down a little bit. And that initial burst of that red and pinky floral from that Turkish rose has gone down a little bit. So what stays around is that ginger and cardamom at the top. So that nice spicy feel at the top. It's quite warm at the top there. And you can really feel that dry wood coming down the bottom. It's definitely that dry vetiver in the fragrance notes. But nothing too sweet, but definitely, you know, woody. You can get a little bit of that rose just trying to sit around in the background, just trying to hold it together, just so it's not too overpowering with those warm spices. But very nice. Yeah, very nice. This is definitely a go to work one, not so much out casual time, but you could dress this one up, as I said. Definitely pairs well with a nice tie, a nice blazer as well. Okay, so next on the list is Blue Heart. So we'll give that a go. Let's get about 6 sprays there. Whew. It's a different start. It's floral and aromatic. I'm not too sure what it is I'm picking up at the top there. That's quite it's very creative, to say the least. But yeah, it's punchy, very, very punchy at the top. Starting to come down a little bit, and it's sweet. A little bit of sort of cherry, a little bit of sort of almond, a little bit of that you know, Disoronol liqueur. It's going down a little bit, and it's quite nice now. Yeah. Not very masculine leaning, I don't think. I think this is more of a young woman, I'd say. But not too bad. But like I said, it really punches at the top. But yeah, then it you know, does really you know, sort of taper off a little bit. So we'll give that a little while. We'll come down and we'll give you thoughts on the dry down. Okay, so we've got the dry down of Blue Heart now. It has, yeah, gone down a little bit, and that original burst of what I was getting was that saffron. So that saffron really does go bang and really push through that first initial spray that you get. But that mixed in, it was this coconut, but it was a very dark coconut, not like ones that you get in those, you know, those real summer fragrances that are really beachy and mixed in with citrus and things like that. So this coconut was a little bit different. So it was quite dark. But, and then I'm getting some musk down the bottom as well. So it's holding together quite well, but it doesn't have that you know, sort of that punch to it. So this one, yes, you could wear it to the office. This is, you know, more like a dinner, Definitely, I don't think this is a summer fragrance. I reckon, you know, more of a cooler weather fragrance. I think this, you know, the summer would really just sort of hang around too much. It's not really projecting a whole heap. It is sitting, you know, quite close to the skin though. But it's not too too offensive. It's actually quite nice. It's actually quite easy to. I reckon it'd be reasonably easy to wear now. Now that that original hit is taken off, it is quite nice now. So that's Blue Heart, my first impression. Okay, so continuing on. So next on the list, so we have Diadem. Let's get into Diadem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a bit more aromatic. I'm not really... Yeah, it's not a heap of punchy florals. There's a little bit of that in there. Some nice sweetness. Now it's going into that green direction. So, opens up reasonably vibrant, I reckon. Then it's going to go, it just sort of dampens down. Yeah, into a very nice feminine leading spot. Yeah, maybe unisex, but not really. Yeah, but a woman can wear this perfectly. Maybe a guy could wear this. But no, definitely a woman's touch on this one. Okay, so about 10 minutes in, and we've got the nice dry down here of Diadem, and I can tell you that it is dried down in this beautiful lavender and cardamom place. So it lies perfectly unisex. I'm actually going to love wearing this in winter with a nice tie and blazer. But I reckon this would be a beautiful office scent. I reckon male or female could probably wear this one. I know that it says rose in the notes there, but I'm not picking up a lot of you know, florals through there, rose-wise, but lavender, yes. That is just beautiful. I love that so far. That's my clubhouse leader for the one that I love the best so far. Next on the list, we've got Imperial Crown. So I'm going to have a good spritz of this one because the atomizers are quite small. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woody, spicy, a bit of incense. Yeah, incensey, pepper. Not really sweet, but a little bit churchy. Yeah, definitely like a masculine leading one, but yeah, it doesn't have not a lot of inviting notes, I'd have to say. Yeah, it's going away, but I don't know, my nose, I just really pick up incense, but not much else. We'll see how it comes back, but yeah, look, it's definitely woody, but definitely incensey, you know, got a bit of smoke to it. We'll see how that dries down, but at the moment, you know, very churchy. Okay, so we're right into the dry down as well for Imperial Crown, and this one, it's dried down a little bit nicer. It's starting to come away from that really smoky, churchy, you know, vibe that it was putting out at the start. Still quite peppery, but it's trying to go a little bit sweeter. I know from reading the notes, I did see some leather in there, and I know that there's some woods down the bottom, but definitely there's this, you know, ambery touch coming through, a little bit syrupy. It's trying to get to that sweeter place than what it was at the start, but definitely still got that pepper in there, but you know, it's starting to drift away a little bit. So as I mentioned, yeah, so with that leather in the middle there, I think it's trying to go that way, but definitely masculine leaning, and you could definitely get away, definitely a winter scent. All right, so next on our list is Patiala. Let's get this one out of the box. Yeah, okay, so Patiala. Let's give this one a crack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give it a good crack. Get a real hint of pink floral straight away. Not like a rosy smell, but more of that like peony smell. And it's sweet, I reckon. If I was to have a look at the notes, maybe some amber in this. So feminine leaning, this one for sure. Be interesting to see what happens on the dry down. But yeah, I'd love to have a look at what the notes are. I don't think there's much spice in there, but but definitely some sweetness. Quite nice. Might even be a little bit of fruits in there. So we'll just wait for the dry down on that one. But it's nice, not too overpowering, but lovely. But I reckon, you know, younger woman. Okay, so next up, Peacock Throne. Go on the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I like this one. Yeah. Of all of them so far, this is probably the most unique. I don't think right now I can't. Starting to go a little bit more white floral now that it's sat on there for about 10 seconds or so. But yeah, a little bit unique. I know that there's rose in it. And this is the thing with my skin. If you get a very powerful rose and a very powerful jasmine, you put them together on my skin and it gives off a different kind of fragrance that I'm not particularly fond of. Look, it's lovely. For the smell I get is more of an older woman. Yeah, so definitely not, you know, sort of business, but you know, the older generation for sure. Not for me, but it's definitely a female leaning. The smell I'm getting wouldn't suit a guy, but interesting to know how this dries down over the next 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so we've got a dry down going on now. So Patiala was on this side, Peacock Throne was on this side. Patiala, now that it's dried down to this beautiful orange blossom and musk. Really reminds me of a perfume that my wife loves. So for that one, look, it can, I reckon it'll lean unisex, but maybe a little bit like, you know, feminine leaning. Purely to my nose, it's what I, you know, really, you know, think of when I smell it. I think of my wife, us going out, and she's got that one on. So that's Patiala. This Peacock Throne has really changed. So when I initially sprayed it on, I know that I got a rose and a jasmine and was quite, you know, older lady smelling, and I wasn't really liking it. That has gone. Over 5 or 10 minutes, that smell has absolutely disappeared. And now I'm getting this really woody scent. You've got this this overlying layer, I reckon. There's a touch of floral that's just sitting on the top, but it beautifully sits on the skin, and definitely unisex, and I reckon a male could pull this off no problem. I'm actually going to put a bit more on this, a bit more of this on me heading out. So huge fan. There's some dry woods down the bottom there, and I'm really liking that one. So Peacock Throne gets it. All right, so next on our list is Peregrina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like a greenish floral, straight up. Reasonably non-offensive. It kind of sits close to the skin. Doesn't really pop. And then those sort of florals are trying to come down. So it doesn't open bright, but it opens very non-offensive and just sits nice, I guess. We'll see how that dries down. But at the moment, like I said, a bit of greenish. Okay, so we're well into the dry down of Peregrina. And it's like this white, yellowy floral through there, but definitely getting that sweetness of the caramels and amber that's coming through there. So, you know, reasonably unisex, maybe a little bit more feminine leaning with that sweetness and that amber, but quite nice. Pretty much like a full year round. You probably get 12 months. So next on our list is Riviere. 1, 2, 3. Very earthy. Yeah, not oudy, because I wouldn't think that there's any oud in this one. Maybe smoky, but like that incense, but nah, it's got that sort of, that earthiness, sweet, you know, oud feel. But I love that one. It's pretty masculine, that one, when you first spray it. I'd be interested to see how that dries down, if it goes into a floral direction or if it stays quite woody, but that one's lovely. yeah, that one you can dress up. I reckon that's a cooler weather, so pretty nice for a day like today. So yeah, Riviere. Okay, we're down to our last two, so we're going to go with Royal Sapphire. Very masculine, very put together gentleman, straight off. It's a fresh, definitely a fresh woody scent, definitely. Not really picking up any florals. It's starting to get a little bit sweet, a little bit amber now. I can feel it immediately start to change, so it makes me want to just sort of bank off and just allow it just to dry down, but it's beautiful to start with. That's absolutely lovely. So we'll come back to that. So that's Royal Sapphire, but yeah, fantastic. Really, really. Okay, and lastly is Sceptre. It's this beautiful amber juice. Lovely. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Pepper. Different to that. Definitely different to that. Getting that sharp, it's like a sharp orange and pepper that I get straight away. Now it's just going to start to ease off and it's going to go into a different direction. So we'll just allow that to dry down. But it's quite good. It's quite sharp. I'm getting a little sort of green touch as well. Yeah, so that sharp orange, that green touch with some pepper. So that's what started. That's how it starts with Sceptre. Okay, so these are both dried down now. So we've got the Royal Sapphire on this side and we've got Sceptre on this side. So the Royal Sapphire is dried down beautifully. There's some beautiful citruses sitting in the top and it's mixing beautifully with that, that orange blossom, which is just coming through. So that's just a lovely one. Sits on the skin, very fresh. I reckon you could probably dress up, dress it down. And this would be really nice in a spring, summer, maybe the early autumn before it gets too cold. This one, that's very nice, that one. Moving into Sceptre. So you can just get a little bit. I love the incensey ones that aren't too powerful on the incense. So it's just sitting there in the background, just a touch, but at the top it's sitting with this beautiful pepper. It's got some nice, you know, you can pick it up, is that clove that's sitting around the top. But I can just pick up a little bit that orange that I thought it was at the start. It's actually like a peachy smell. Yeah, so yeah, quite nice. So both of them probably the same season as both. They're both a little bit different though. But yeah, both of them easy in the office. You could casual, you could dress them up, dress them down, both equally as nice. So stick around, we'll give you my final thoughts. I'll give you my top 3 and my favorite. Okay, so we're all finished sampling. We're all finished testing out. Okay, so it's been about a week and a half. I've tried probably 1, possibly 2 every day and smelt it throughout. So I'm going to give you my top 3 on THAMEEN. Okay, so coming in at number 3, okay, we've got Riviere. Okay, so that one I've got here. And it's this beautiful, spicy aromatic with a soft leather. Really nice, you know, sort of lunch, cool winter day. Just lovely. The leather's not overpowering. It sits quite, you know, close to the skin. And it's not one of those really projecting leathers that really, you know, well, offends the nose. So really nice. Riviere at number 3. Coming in at number 2 was Diadem. Yeah, really enjoyed this fragrance, a good solid fragrance. I put it at 2 because it doesn't have a lot of versatility, but like I said, a real strong number 2, a bold fragrance that I really loved. It's this beautiful balance of lavender and cardamom. I put this would be a perfect office signature scent. Really, really enjoyed that one. So that was Diadem. But coming in at number 1 was Amber Room. So I put this because it's got some nice versatility in there. It does have a beautiful freshness to it. Yeah, so you've got that ginger, you've got that that bergamot in there. It does have some spicy notes in there as well, but the Drydown, you know, was really even. You know, there wasn't a lot happening. There's a little bit of powdery stuff in there, but like I said, it you know, plays quite well and it stays really linear. And yeah, really enjoyed that one. What were my notes that I had for this one? Yeah, so yeah, that was right. Yeah, that cinnamon, that spice in there as well. Yeah, so that one, yeah, really enjoyed that one. It's got that nice ambery touch, but with that dry down, you have that dry wood in there as well. So there, that's, you know, really my style, and you can probably wear this one, you know, for a good 12 months a year. So there you have it. So they're my, you know, my top 3 for THAMEEN. Interested to hear your thoughts. Please leave them in the comments. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.